Kim Kardashian's daughter, Northwest, gets criticized. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian, and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, we, first of all, so excited and grateful to start this day with you guys. Happy Thursday to all. I am so grateful and thankful to be here with you all. Thank you all so much for coming on my channel. If you are brand new, my whole vibe on my channel is like we're best friends. We're on a FaceTime call or just hanging out and spilling tea and just, you know, kind of a little escape from reality just for a couple minutes, and then we can go back to reality, but we all need a little breather. So hopefully my channel is like a little breather for you. So anyways, now that you're comfortable and subscribed and relaxed, we gotta talk because Northwest, Kim Kardashian's daughter, just celebrated her 12th birthday. But there's a lot of people actually criticizing her and her looks. So let's talk about it. She just celebrated her 12th birthday, which is so crazy. She's only 12 years old. I feel like Northwest at this point, like because of everything that she's like been in the media for, like I feel like she's like 20. But that's one way of looking at it. People are now criticizing her looks, and they're coming for Kim Kardashian because they're saying this girl does not look 12 years old. Okay, check this out.
Why does 12-year-old Northwest look older than 13-year-old Blue Ivy? The truth is shocking. At North's 12th birthday party, she turned heads with her striking blue hair, extra long nails, and layers of jewelry around her neck and wrists. Her full, round face and luxurious styling made her seem not only more mature than her age, but even older than her 44-year-old mother, Kim Kardashian. In contrast, Blue Ivy, who is just 1 year older, maintains a fresh and natural image. Even when she wears makeup, she still retains a childlike innocence. Since North was just 3 years old, Kim has reportedly spent $5,000 a week to hire a personal styling team for her. North often wears ripped jeans, leather jackets, and frequently posts videos on social media showcasing bold metallic accessories. She even deliberately mimics her father Kanye West's style, seemingly continuing the family's signature flashy aesthetic. On the other hand, Beyonce opts for a more elegant and age-appropriate look for Blue Ivy. Even during their tour, Beyonce makes sure Blue wears pants rather than short skirts to avoid drawing unnecessary attention. Blue, who has been performing alongside Beyonce on tour, dances and sings for 3 hours each show and has been doing so for 51 consecutive days. That kind of stamina and discipline far surpasses anything we've seen from North so far.
Oh, North is not a little girl anymore. Okay, North. Like, this is not a little girl at all. You know what? I could respect Kim letting North do whatever she wants to do. She want to do her hair blue. She want to do her hair yellow. She want to do her hair green. Kim is gonna let her express herself, and she's getting braids. So we're gonna support that. Okay, North.
She looks 30, 12. She looks like she's 20. Penelope look her age. Cute little girl. North, I don't know. And I don't want to say it. North is so big. Wow. And like, do I agree? Yes, North looks old as hell. She is not giving 12 years old. But can you blame the girl? Like, her father is Kanye West and her mother is Kim Kardashian. She has a TikTok. She sees everything that goes on here.
What's your favorite style right now?
I like very like streetwear and like 90s, Tyler the Creator, my dad, me.
What's one lesson you'll never forget?
To trust God only. Don't trust nobody else except God because y'all want to trust him.
The best day of your life?
Maybe in Italy. It was just like very chill, just spending time with my siblings. Just that's when I really brought them close to God. And I was like, we had this house there and there was like these devil statues and I was like, no girl. And I was like, what should we do? We gotta pray. So then I taught Shy and Psalm how to pray. And I taught Saint to pray. God really did his thing after.
Let's talk, okay? A lot of people have criticized some of the looks that Northwest has done. Some find it a little too grown up. Also, a lot of the hair, you know, the coloring of the hair and this and that, and the accessories and the, you know, staying out late and going to, you know, the Met Gala and staying by her. Like, she's been criticized for everything, girl. Even the color of her nails, honey, okay? I think she was wearing like clip-ons at some point and people criticize her for that too. They criticize her for being in Japan without her mother. I mean, this girl is only 12 years old and she's been torn apart in every single way you can imagine. Now, I don't think that being Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's daughter is easy, okay? I don't think being a famous person's child is easy. You do not have a normal life, boo, okay? And North West, I do believe that little girl is gonna rule the world. But what people seem to forget, because she seems so involved in the media and there's always news about her, that she has been around for many years. But she only just turned 12. Now, for the people criticizing her looks, you do realize that she is 12 years old. When you were a kid, most of us were dying to be grown. Most of us were dying to be seen as grown-ups, you know? And I know that a lot of us have this regret, which is, I wish I could go back and just enjoy my childhood and just be a child. No worries, no cares in the world. Not you know, you don't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. You know, you don't have to worry about who's paying the rent or the light bill or scheduling appointments. Nothing, girl, you know? But when you're a child, all you want to do is grow up. Now, Northwest, you know, she has had, I don't want to say a rough childhood, but I'm sure she has experienced and seen a lot of things and heard a lot of things. You know what I mean? When she walks out with paparazzi, you hear what the paparazzi is yelling. You know, when the paparazzi is saying, what's going on with Kanye West? And, you know, are you guys getting a divorce? Or, you know. Things you hear it. So as much as you try to shield your child from staying away from the internet or staying away from gossip sites or whatever it is, they're still going to hear, they're still going to see it. I'm sure she has access to her internet. She has a TikTok account which her mom monitors, but still she sees things. You know what I mean? The comments are off, but listen, something is going to slip in there. And I'm sure she's witnessed arguments or fights or something. Now about her looks. Look, at 12 years old, being the child of two of the most famous people in the whole entire world, you're not going to be a normal looking child. And what I mean about that is you're not going to be plain Jane. You know what I mean? She has access to the best of the best, has access to the biggest fashion houses, has access to the biggest trends, has access to all the money in the world. And she has a mother who is also very open about fashion, about her sexuality, about all of these things. And just because you're 12 years old doesn't mean you're blind. You can still see what's going on. You know, you can still see that your mother, her sisters, Kris Jenner, they all do these extravagant things. So that's going to come to you as well. Now, they're comparing Penelope, Kourtney Kardashian's daughter, to Northwest. Kourtney Kardashian and Kim Kardashian have a very different way of parenting, okay? And that is obvious if you watch the show. Kourtney is all about, I just want organic, you know, clothing and food, and I just don't know what's happening. Hey, Kim, there's people dying. And Kim is more, you know, let your child, you know, express themselves. You know, I'll remember, like, my mom sometimes had to take away certain, you know, videos and stuff from me because I was obsessed with, like, Britney Spears. And, like, I found, like, when I was a very young kid, I found, like, old Madonna CDs from my mom. And I, you know, started singing, like, things like erotica, you know. And while others were listening to, you know, Hannah Montana, I was all about, like, you know, sexy music, right? I didn't know what the fuck I was singing about, but I've always been more into grown-up shit. I never liked young shit, you know? I promise you, it was just not my thing. And so with Northwest, I feel like she just has this persona about her that she is very strong. I think she has had to go through a lot of shit. She's had to survive a lot of things at just 12 years old. I think that she's had to witness a lot of craziness from her father, okay? She's had to witness a lot of bullshit from, you know, all of them. And being a Kardashian West daughter cannot be fucking easy. You know what I mean? And if you've seen any type of interview or any type of thing of North West, she sounds like a grown-up, you know? So yes, I think she just looks older for her age because of her surroundings, because of what she has lived, you know? I think that as much as they've tried to shield her from things, I definitely feel like she has seen and witnessed a lot of things. So I don't know, you guys, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below. I am just in awe and very much in shock at how cruel people can be. You know, seeing so many disgusting comments about North West and realizing that she is just 12, at 12 years old. I would put on freaking, you know, shirts as wigs and pretend I'm a fucking Barbie or a mermaid. Do you know what I mean? Like at 12 years old, you're just not focusing, girl, okay? But there are different times now. There's more technology now. She has access to everything. So of course, she's going to be a little different than your average 12 years old. This is North motherfucking West, okay? And I've said this before and I'll say it again. That little girl is gonna rule the entertainment business one day. Watch and see. But I don't think that it's right for people to make fun of her and her looks. I think that's absolutely disgusting. So I think just kind of take it into consideration that she is just a child and she is only 12 years old, okay? All right. Anyways, girl, what do we think? Let a bitch know in the comments below. I love you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.